Montana, about 68 million years ago. The river channels and deltas experienced fluvial activity, with rare peaty swamp deposits located on the low-lying eastern continental margin next to the late Cretaceous Western Interior Seaway. The climate was mild. The existence of crocodilians and palm trees indicates a subtropical and temperate environment without extended freezing periods. However, it is currently winter, which limits food availability. Pachycephalosaurus, a herbivorous Pachycephalosaurid. In 2012, research indicated that cranial issues in Pachycephalosaurus specimens were likely a result of aggressive behavior. It was also suggested that similar injuries in other Pachycephalosaur specimens might have stemmed from such actions. In 2013, an examination of cranial pathologies among Pachycephalosaurus revealed that 22% of the examined domes exhibited lesions consistent with bone infections caused by penetrating trauma or damage to the tissue covering the skull, which led to bone tissue infections. This significant rate of pathology further supports the theory that Pachycephalosaurus domes were used in combat within the species. One Pachycephalosaurus specimen was noted to have 23 lesions on its frontal bone, while another had 5 lesions. The occurrence of trauma was similar across various genera within the Pachycephalosaurid family, even though these genera differ in dome size and structure and existed during different geological periods. These results sharply contrasted with findings from the analysis of the relatively flat-headed Pachycephalosaurids, which showed no signs of pathology. This supports the idea that these individuals may have been females or juveniles, where aggressive behavior within the species is not anticipated. With their tiny, ridged teeth, they likely struggled to chew tough, fibrous plants such as flowering shrubs as efficiently as other dinosaurs from the same era. It is believed that Pachycephalosaurus had a varied diet consisting of leaves, seeds, and fruits. Their sharp, serrated teeth would have been quite effective for tearing apart plants. There is also some speculation that their diet may have included meat. The most complete fossil jaw reveals that they possessed serrated, blade-like front teeth, similar to those found in carnivorous theropods. In 2010, it was suggested that Stygimoloch and Dracorex might represent different growth stages of Pachycephalosaurus, with Stygimoloch potentially being a distinct species. In the supplementary material of a 2017 paper, Fowler pointed out that Stygimoloch is only found in younger rock layers compared to Pachycephalosaurus, leading him to tentatively classify them as separate species, while including Dracorex as a synonym for either taxon. A phylogenetic analysis conducted by paleontologists in 2021 reaffirmed the validity of the genus Stygimoloch for the same reasons as previously stated, but concurred with the prevailing view that Dracorex is an ontogenetic variant of either Stygimoloch or Pachycephalosaurus, rather than a separate taxon. In 2025, paleontologists classified Stygimoloch as a distinct genus, attributing 3 specimens from the Ferris Formation to it, which provided additional evidence that this taxon was limited to the uppermost Maastrichtian, while also agreeing with the consensus that Dracorex is morphologically identical to either Stygimoloch or Pachycephalosaurus. Pachycephalosaurus fossils have been found in the United States, but specifically, Montana, South Dakota and Wyoming. Pachycephalosaurus is well known for its prominent, bony dome atop its skull, which can be as thick as 10 inches, providing a protective cushion for its brain. The back of the dome featured bony knobs, and short spikes jutted upwards from the snout. However, these spikes were likely dull rather than sharp. The skull itself was short and had large, rounded eye sockets that faced forward, indicating that this creature possessed binocular vision. Pachycephalosaurus had a small muzzle that culminated in a pointed beak. Its teeth were small, characterized by leaf-shaped crowns. The head was held up by a neck shaped like an S or U. Younger Pachycephalosaurus individuals may have had flatter skulls and more pronounced horns at the back of their heads. As they matured, these horns diminished in size and became more rounded as the dome expanded. Pachycephalosaurus translates to thick-headed lizard in Greek, originating from the terms pachys, thick, kephal, head, and sauros, lizard. This dinosaur is recognized for its unique, prominent bony dome on its skull, which can reach a thickness of up to 10 inches. Tyrannosaurus Rex, carnivorous tyrannosaurid. The largest known T-Rex skulls can reach lengths of up to 5.1 feet. Large openings in the skull help to reduce weight, similar to all carnivorous theropods. In many ways, the skull of Tyrannosaurus was quite different from those of large non-tyrannosaurid theropods. It was exceptionally wide at the back but featured a narrow snout, which provided remarkably good binocular vision. The skull bones were substantial, and the nasals along with some other bones were fused, limiting movement between them. However, many of these bones had a honeycomb structure filled with tiny air spaces, making them lighter. These and other features that strengthen the skull are part of the trend in tyrannosaurids towards developing a more powerful bite, which easily exceeded that of all non-tyrannosaurids. The tip of the upper jaw was U-shaped, enhancing the amount of tissue and bone a tyrannosaur could tear away with a single bite, although this also increased the stress on the front teeth. Tyrannosaurus possessed exceptionally large olfactory bulbs and olfactory nerves in relation to their brain size, which are the organs that enhance the sense of smell. This indicates that their olfactory capabilities were significantly advanced, suggesting that tyrannosaurs could locate carcasses solely by their scent over vast distances. The olfactory sense in tyrannosaurs might have been similar to that of contemporary vultures, which rely on smell to find carcasses for scavenging. Studies of the olfactory bulbs have revealed that T. rex exhibited the most advanced sense of smell among 21 non-avian dinosaur species examined. Tyrannosaurus fossils have been found in North America, but specifically Montana, Alberta, and Wyoming. T-Rex teeth varied in shape. The front teeth, 4 on each side of the upper jaw, were tightly packed, D-shaped, had reinforcing ridges on the back, and chisel-like tips curving backward. This design reduced the risk of breakage during biting and pulling. The other teeth were sturdier, spaced apart, and also featured reinforcing ridges. Mature T-Rex had 12 larger upper jaw teeth per side, except towards the back, while the lower jaw had 13 teeth in the front dentary bone. The largest known tooth measured 12.0 inches long, making it the largest tooth of any carnivorous dinosaur. The lower jaw increased in height behind the tooth row. Both jaws had numerous foramina, which may have served sensory functions similar to crocodiles or indicated features like scales or lips, supported by research on theropod tooth wear patterns. The name Tyrannosaurus is derived from the Greek words tyrannos, meaning tyrant, and sauros, meaning lizard, which together translate to tyrant lizard. In the case of Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Rex is Latin for king, resulting in the full name meaning king of the tyrant lizards. However, the name Dinosaurus imperiosus was also taken into consideration. The Tyrannosaur's keen sense of smell has detected the herd downwind. However, while stealth is crucial for an ambush, the scent may be faint and outdated, creating a need for haste. Consequently, the loud and heavy footsteps have drawn the attention of the Pachycephalosaurus. The problem is that the valley has a slight echo that reflects the sound, leaving them uncertain about the direction from which the Tyrannosaur is coming. Luckily, most of the Pachycephalosaurus have managed to escape, finding a small clearing in the forests to continue their grazing.